afternoon, everyone. I'm Oliver Alcar, O-L-I-V-E-R, Alcar, A-L-K-I-R-D, Master Deputy State Fire Marshal, Public Information Officer for the Office of the State Fire Marshal. So we just want to give you guys an update of what we currently have here on scene. So just around 8:40 a.m., the Waldorf Volunteer Fire Department, along with several other fire departments here in Charles County, responded here to Declaration Circle North for a reported dwelling fire. Upon arrival, Sheriff's Office was actually the first to arrive. When they arrived, they observed heavy fire on the right side of the home, also throughout the home. They were immediately told that there was somebody inside, possibly several family members. They, of course, the Waldorf Fire Department arrived here just minutes later, if not just 1 minute later, and they also discovered heavy fire throughout the house. It took firefighters about an hour to place the fire under control, and during that time our investigators did arrive on scene, and we have confirmed that there was a total of 6 people missing. I can confirm that we have accounted for 3 of those victims inside the home. We're still actively searching for 3 others inside that home. There is a total of 9 people that reside here. 3 of those are safely where they need to be. At this time, you have just seen the arrival of also Bureau, Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearm agents. They are working with us on this investigation, which is standard operating procedure due to any loss of life. We are also working in conjunction with the Charles County Sheriff's Office. That is standard operating procedure whenever a fatal fire occurs. At this time, do you have any questions?
Any deaths? The 3 people that were found, in what state were they in?
Yes, so we can confirm that there is 3 fatalities within the home. We are still actively searching for 3 others inside there. There is a total of 9 people in there, but 3 of those have made out. So it was a total of 9. Total of 6 are inside the house. We can confirm 3 of those have been located. We're still actively searching for 3 others. Heavy machinery is being brought in to help excavate the scene. We are also being assisted by the Charles County Collapse Rescue Team. As you can see, the house has collapsed inside. So what they are doing is assisting our investigators by shoring up the home, making it safe so they can make entry in.
Do we know the ages of the folks who are alive?
So I can't confirm actually the ages, but what I can confirm is that there are, What I can confirm is there is a total of 9 people. What I can confirm is that there is a total of 4 adults and 2 children that are among those 6.
Are they all related?
At this time, we believe they're related, but we don't know the extent of their relationship.
Do we know how the fire started?
We do not. So both the origin and the cause are under investigation. There was reports that the fire started on the right side of the home. I can't confirm. I do not know if it started on the exterior or on the interior.
How long do you expect to be here on scene, and the 3 people that have died remain here as of now?
Yes, that's correct. So we expect to remain on scene throughout the evening. We have to excavate that entire home. We have to locate all of the victims. And the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner will be the ones responding to the scene to take control of any bodies or those bodies and take them to Baltimore City for their autopsy, where the cause of death will be determined.
Were the survivors in the home at the time of the fire?
Yeah. So the question was there one of the survivors inside the home or any of the survivors in the home? There was at least 1 gentleman that did make it out. I can confirm that. So he was one of the 3 that we can confirm that one of the 9 of those 3 that we said that were safely where they need to be, those.
Any injuries?
No, at this time, there was 1 firefighter that was transported to a hospital for a medical emergency, and another one was treated on scene.
Of the survivors, one was treated?
No, there was no injuries to the survivors. Any other questions?
What was the biggest trouble y'all had putting out the fire?
I wasn't here for that. I will refer to my fire department colleague for that. He can maybe give you a little bit more description on what the fire department activities were. If you want to speak to that? Sure.
I'm Bill Smith, PILL, SMIT, Public Information Officer for the Volunteers here in Charles County. Joined this afternoon with the County EMS Chief, Lori Cherry. So, as the PIO stated, the fire was very intense when the first fire truck showed up. from the Westlake station. It had four individuals on there. The fire was basically fully engulfed in flame when they arrived. They did the absolutely very, very best that they could with the crew they had and the units that were on the scene at that particular time. The fire was very intense. It had been burning for some time. We don't know that just how many minutes as of prior to them arriving, but we do know that it was burning pretty well prior to their arrival. We had a total of 74 personnel on the scene at one given time throughout the entire morning. The fire was declared under control within an hour. We still have individuals on the scene that are conducting a shore up of the building and making sure it's safe for us to get in there again and assist the fire marshal's office with the recovery of any other victims that might be inside.
Do you guys know if any sprinkler system inside the house, smoke detectors, anything about
Nothing at this time. Again, this is very, very preliminary. We will absolutely provide more information once we get it and the investigation continues.
Also, notice there's a lot of different agencies here locally. You got I believe it's the Naval Research Lab had sent a ladder truck here.
Yes.
So you all came on scene from fire. Could you speak to that?
Well, they all came from with that magnitude of fire all at one time. It's important to get as many units we can on the scene pretty quickly. And that's what we did. We staged a precautionary second alarm that brings extra units to the community. We had them stayed just in case our guys got overwhelmed with heat. It is a little warm out today, not the heat, not the hot that we're used to, obviously, but it's still warm. All the gear on, the intensity of the fire, the flames. We make sure we had enough folks here to swap people out, send them to rehab.
No known cause as of now?
Nothing. It's still very early preliminary. The cause will be known at some point.
How long has it been since you've seen a fire this bad locally?
Luckily, in Charles County, we do have fires every now and then. With the loss of life, this is pretty devastating. Yes, it's devastating. Any other questions? Yes.
Speak to the EMT chief. I think I have that correct, ma'am. Is that your title?
Yes, the EMS chief for Charles County.
Your response here today, you can transport to look for anything operational that you did today?
Sure. We had 4 ambulances respond on scene initially to take care of out of the house. We downgraded to 2 of them, one for rehab and one for any other people that might have come out. Now we have 1 standing by for the firefighters who are still working on the scene.
Was any first responders here? Anyone need assistance today?
No. Thank you.
Got one more question for you. With the one survivor, what was his reaction, or can you give me any of his feelings, being the one that was in there that got out?
Yeah, so I can't speak to that. Again, he's being interviewed by our investigators that are on scene. One of the things I do want to let you guys know is one of the difficulties we are actually having is that the family speaks Mandarin. So none of our investigators, both from the Office of State Fire Marshal, the ATF, or even here in Charles County, speak Mandarin. So we're bringing a translator in to interview him and any other survivors at the local sheriff's office. So we are getting a Mandarin interpreter here. So I can't speak to actually his reaction on the scene. And I do want to clarify, I do apologize. That makes up of 6. Okay.
Would you be able to repeat that for me? I'm sorry. Would you be able to repeat that for me?
Yeah, so I want to clarify, I want to make a correction. I said of the 6 that we have within the home, or we believe they're in the home, we can confirm that 3 of those are in the home. We're actively looking for the other 3. Of those 6, it's a total of 2 adults, 4 children. I don't know the ages of those, so just bear with us. We'll get that information as soon as we can.
And I apologize if you answered this. What time was, I guess, 911 alerted, and do we know what time the fire started?
Yeah, so 8:39 was the very first 911 call, and that was made by the passerby here to 911 center. Within only just a few minutes, the fire department was on the scene. Charles County Sheriff's Office was the first to arrive. However, again, the fire department was in just minutes shortly thereafter.
Of those three that were located, do we know if those are adults or children?
I'm not going to be able to confirm that at this time.
And the three that were able to exit or be outside of the home safely, can you confirm that?
They were all adults. The three that we know that are safe, of the 9, the 3 that are safe are adults.
One last question. You had the K9 unit, search unit.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the Office of State Fire Marshal, we actively we have accelerant detection canines, also known as arson detection canines. That's standard operating procedure whenever a fatal fire occurs. So those canines are in there looking for any type of accelerants, ignitable liquids. Again, that's just standard operating procedure. But there has also been a request for human remains canines. I don't know to the extent of their actually being on scene here, but I have seen their vehicles here, but they will assist our investigators in locating any victims within the home.
I know you expect to stay throughout the night. I did see a forensics team. Is it expected that some teams stay for longer, possibly tomorrow than others?
Yeah, so our Deputy State Fire Marshals are working in conjunction with the Charles County Sheriff's Office. They are here for the fatal or the death investigation part of the investigation. So that's their resource. We work alongside them, and that's just, again, standard operating procedure. But pretty much both agencies will remain on scene as long as possible until all the victims have been located, also until all evidence has been recovered.
Do we know, sorry, one more. Do we know if there's other family or other relatives here in the area for the people involved?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know that. No, I don't. Any other questions? So guys, what I hope to do is get more information. I will try to pass that along probably every maybe 2 hours. I will try to get a brief myself. Watch our social media. If any of you guys remain here on scene, I will certainly update you if any of you guys are still here, okay? But I will be here throughout the evening, okay?
Thank you.
Yep, thanks guys.
How you doing?
Yeah, so this will be yeah, so the question was, is this a home so from shore, nothing the home, fire damage on the home, and I know all fire is horrible. Yeah, so right now the State Fire Marshal's Office, we are the ones delegated to for all fatal fires here in the state. So right now we're just a little over 40 fatal fires here within the state of Maryland. This is absolutely a tragic fire. Typically don't see all-time fatal fires anywhere else. So this is extremely tragic. It's extremely devastating to us, the investigators, the community, the neighborhood. So this is one of the ones that we really want to provide answers to families. Yeah, absolutely. One last thing, what I want to say is this is just a tragic reminder. Always have working smoke alarms. Get out, stay out, and again, practice those fire safety drills. Again, this is just we don't know if smoke alarms were inside the home, but it's one that we want to keep pushing the message out there. Get smoke alarms, have them on every level of your home and within every bedroom of your home. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks, guys.